Hello? I miss you. Let's do something tonight. Are you sure? Come on, it will be fun. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, it's Giselle and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys my go-to glam makeup look, and if you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button down below and let's just get this video started. To start off this look, I already moisturized my face and I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty foundation. This foundation is my ultimate favorite foundation and it's super full coverage and lightweight and it lasts all day long and it never does me wrong and it matches my skin quite perfectly. For concealer, I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is a oldie but a goodie, and it's so full coverage and it matches my skin perfectly. This is the shade Caramel, and it just melts so nicely into my foundation, and it just covers everything. And I'm just using patting-like motions just to blend this in seamlessly into the skin, so it's not too noticeable and it just like all melts together. For under eye concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I have talked about this so much on my channel and it's my all-time favorite under eye concealer. And I'm just putting them in triangle shapes under my eyes so it just brightens up that entire area. It blends so nicely and just brightens up your under eyes, and it's so affordable. You can find this in any drugstore. To set my concealer in place, I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Translucent Powder, and you can find this in any drugstore as well, and it's super affordable. Now I'm going in with a bigger brush, and I'm just setting my entire face with that same powder. To contour, I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer and I'm just running that along my jawline so it's more defined. And one trick that I have is smiling so you can really get under that double chin area, if you know what I mean. And I'm just very lightly contouring my cheekbones because I already have pretty defined cheekbones, and I'm also going into my top of my forehead just so it makes it a little bit smaller. For blush, I'm just using the Sephora Collection blush in the shade Oh My Gosh, and it's this bright red color, but I like to go in with a stippling brush so it doesn't pick up too much product and it just gives me that perfect flushed look. For brows, I'm going in with this L'Oreal Tinted Brow Gel and I'm just running that through my eyebrows so it just fills them in very naturally and it also just keeps them in place. Now I'm going in with this Covergirl brow pencil and I'm just filling in those empty spots that the brow gel didn't get and just defining it a little bit more. Now I'm going in with this ColourPop concealer and I'm just cleaning up my brows and just covering all of the stray hairs. Now I'm just priming my eyelids with this Urban Decay primer potion, and I also have been using this for so long and I just find that this eye primer works the best for me. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and I'm going in with the white shade, and this is in the shade Tempera. And I'm just setting my primer with that so it's like a base for my eyeshadow so nothing moves around. Now I'm taking raw sienna and burnt orange and mixing them together and putting them in my crease, and they're just these really light brown orangey tones just so it's a nice transition. Now I'm going in with the shade Real Gar, and it's this burnt orangey shade, and I'm just putting that in my crease. Next, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm going in the shade Summer Yum, and it's basically the same shade as the last shade that I used, but a little bit darker, and I'm just putting that on the outer corner of my eyelids. And I'm also blending this as I go so it all blends seamlessly together. Now I'm going in with this darker brown shade called Charmed, I'm sure, and I'm just putting that also on the outer lid just so it defines my eye a little bit more and just gives it a little bit of depth. Now I'm going in with this shade Luscious, and it's this bright champagne-y color, and these shadows are so pigmented. I was honestly amazed when I first tried them out because I wasn't expecting this from Too Faced. Now I'm going in with the ColourPop Super Shock shadow in Lightning Bug, and it's this coppery glittery shade, and I'm just using my finger to pat that on top of my eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with that same burnt orange color that I used in my crease and putting that on my bottom lash line so it all balances out. Now I'm going in with the Fenty Killawatt highlighter, and I'm just putting that in my inner corners of my eyes with my finger so I get the most pigment. Now I'm going in with this Tarte palette, and I'm using that bronzer shade, and it's in the shade Social Butterfly, and I'm using that to contour my nose, and I'm using very light patting motions so I can really get that natural contoured look without looking too much. Now I'm using Popcorn Strand. It's that white eyeshadow in this same palette, and I'm using that to highlight my nose. And I'm also using that Fenty highlighter just to highlight the tip of my nose. Now I'm going in with this Wet n Wild Hello Halo liquid highlighter in the shade Gilded Gold, and my favorite thing to do is use liquid highlighter before powder highlighter so it like acts as a base and it has something to stick onto, and it lasts so much longer, and it's also very blinding, which I love. Now I'm just putting some Fenty Killawatt highlighter on top of that so it's like super blinding and it's just the best glow. So I had to go off camera to put on my falsies, and then I'm going back in with this MAC eyeliner and just running that on the bottom lash line. It's just this dark brown shade, so my bottom eyelashes pop as well. So now I realized that my falsies were way too long, so I had to cut them, but please do not do this. This is so unsafe. I just didn't want to take off my lashes and put them back on again. And here you can see me struggling curling my lashes because they were way too long, but I made them work at the end of the day, you know? Now I'm going in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara, and I am just using this so my lashes blend a lot nicer with my natural lashes, and like those parts that I cut off aren't as noticeable, and I'm also putting that on my bottom lashes as well. Now I'm going in with this NYX matte eyeliner and just cleaning up the spots where you can still see the glue. For lips, I'm using this Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Kathryn, and it's kind of this lightish red, but it's so wearable for everyday looks. And I wear this all the time for photo shoots as well, and it just really pops and it just looks so good on my skin tone. I don't know what it is about this color, but like I can't live without it at this point. It's a part of me. So that's it for the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and definitely subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!